we get into that, yo, I sent y'all a video over the weekend with a young lady arguing with her baby father about not bringing food for the rest of her kids. I guess she has 4 kids. Only have one with him. He brought. They're not together, so he's stopping by, bringing his kids some food. She decides she was going to have an argument, videotape him, saying she's exposing him because he's not bringing food to her kids. I mean, you guys saw the video. What's y'all take on that situation?
She's ignorant. One.
No, she just petty. That's how she petty.
I don't even know petty, yo.
You want me to give a reasonable take on it? Let me start with a reason. Let me give a somewhat reasonable.
Go ahead, Charmin. Go ahead.
So, his kid, he brought one meal. Now, some may look at that and say, he's petty. But we don't know that man's pocket. His responsibility, by all accounts, is that one kid because they're not together. Now, if they were together, he couldn't get away with that. That's a whole different story. If they were married, fiance, boyfriend in the same house, couldn't get away with that. That's kind of dirtbag city, but we ain't gonna go there right now. We're gonna leave that. That's kind of dirtbag city. We can all disagree, or whatever on that point, or we can discuss that point. But anyway, so it was okay that he did that because that was his son. Now she has 2 or 3 other kids, right? Mm-hmm. She cannot look at him because she don't know his pocket. He's taking care of his responsibility. What she should be doing instead is going to look for the other children's father. That she should be doing.
What do you say?
And I'm saying, if you really want to get down to it, she should have enough to make sure she have for the other kids, or tell him, do not bring him anything here unless you bring some for everybody, and I'll take care of them in the meantime. She just can't. I mean, she can't have it both ways though. She can't be blasting him and then she can't do anything herself. Let that man take care of his business. So, I'm okay with that. Morally, you can say morally it's questionable. It's not cool as kids or whatever. But you don't know that man's pocket, and at least making an effort to take care of his. So I ain't gonna knock the brother.
I mean, it's kids. I mean,
no, that man can't afford. You mean his kid? That man can't afford it. He can't afford it.
Maybe he can't afford it.
But they gonna split a burger between 4 kids.
I mean, he looked like he had like a full meal, so he could have got like 3 French fries.
Yeah, exactly.
3 little burgers or something. But I wouldn't argue up with
yo, Fabian, big up yourself. Yo.
I mean, he might just be. Listen, he might just be one of those guys that's just not smart enough, not thinking. In his mind, I'm taking care of my kid.
About my child. That's what he's doing.
That's where we going with this. We ain't smart now. Wow. Okay. This one is new. This is new.
I mean, he ain't being considerate. Maybe he ain't thinking like, I should bring some for other kids.
I'm taking care of my child.
Yeah, some people don't think like that. I should bring some for everybody, right?
But it's like I wouldn't bring something for my kids, and I know there's kids in the house. That's just me.
That's
smart. Supreme Court right now.
That's smart. Hey. That is smart thinking, Cherie. That's like reasonable. That's reasonable.
If my kids are somewhere, even if they're not, I'm not bringing me. I'm not bringing nothing, and I know there's kids in the house. I'll just wait when I grab them and take them somewhere, and then because they're kids, they're gonna be looking
even when my daughter was a little older, and I went out with her friends, I used to get everybody something. Everybody gets something. If
bro, that's different.
Everybody gets something.
Bro, that's different. Come on.
Everybody gets something.
But her putting it on she just looked ignorant, to be honest. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. It seemed like she's not taking responsibility for her situation. You have one man taking care of his kids.
Responsibility going around this conversation right now.
Go find other people, the other men.
He's in his head. He's taking care of his child. He brings
exactly, and he's not wrong.
You can't knock him.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong for that.
Not a lot of
wrong.
You know what I hear.
What you hear?
A bunch of excuse for the man doing what he's supposed to do, because he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, he is. But most people would say though, it's kids. You should bring something for the other kids. But what if he can't afford it?
Where's the most people that would say that though? Because the most people I've heard saying this was y'all.
What if he had another kid by supposed to let he got to buy another meal, so he can probably only afford 2 meals.
So all right, so when he's giving child support, he should give for all the kids.
No.
That's basically
That's what I'm saying. No, that's different. That's different though. That's different though.
You should go and give child.
That's not the same thing.
It's one thing. All right. So for me, I'm not saying, because for me, I might do something different, but I'm not going to excuse that it for somebody else.
I ain't froze. I'm just waiting to drop my bomb when you finish talking.
He's gonna drop a big one too.
Because all right, so this man is taking care of his responsibility. Me, if I'm there and if we're cool and we have that relationship, and I'm going, and I might go ahead and be like, here, but I'm not obligated to bring you anything. So therefore, if I bring you a meal for my son or daughter, that should be acceptable, and you should be okay with that. Because I'm pretty sure when you're taking my money from child support, or taking care of his responsibility, I shouldn't say money, but taking care of your responsibility, because that you're taking care of that child. You're not really taking care of the other three child. So that money should be going towards that child.
It's pooling, bro. It's pooling, bro. That money pool. So
I mean, but we know
it's possible that money is pooling, but it looks like one person money is pooling more than the others.
That might very well be the case. So that's what I'm saying. She needs to handle her business. I think this is on her. I mean,
it's definitely on her.
The guy, yeah. I mean, whatever you think about, if he bring one meal, whatever, that's beside the point. She taking her business.
I think he's just taking care of.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. Morally, we can't knock that.
Morally, there's no responsibility of a man to bring food for another man's kid. I don't care if my kid is your kid's sibling. I don't have a relationship with you. And like Razor said, depending on the friendship and relationship that we have. If you're just the mother of my child, there's nothing that I owe you. I only owe taking care of my kid. So if I drive past, my kid like McDonald's. So if my kid happens to, if I'm driving past McDonald's and my kid flashed my mind, I say, let me grab my kid's favorite, a number 5 or whatever, and I bring it to the kid. I'm not gonna be in no argument with nobody about why I ain't brought the rest of their kids. I got one kid with you.
Yeah, that's.
I don't have.
I mean, if he did, that's like a nice to do. If he did,
if I chose to do it,
nice to do.
It was something that could play off well, but I don't want to do it. I'm not going.
And a matter of fact, if they mad cool, guys just do it anyway. If they cool, guys do it anyway. So they probably not that cool. He probably taking care of his kid because it's his kid. So let
Lola be in the audience.
Lola, let that man live. Lola, we miss you.
Lola, I'm gonna let her tell you the horrible jokes I had for her with friends like me who needs enemies. When she come back, I'll let y'all know the horrible jokes. In
her time of need.
I can imagine.
Let her tell y'all if she choose to the horrible jokes I had for her the other day. But that's just me. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, man. Back to what we were saying. I don't even see how it could be even considered that the dude is doing anything morally wrong or wrong. I have a child with a person. My obligation is to take care of my child. My obligation is not to take care of your child or Barney child or Fife child or 6 dude down the block child. That's their responsibility. If their kid want McDonald's, they should bring their kids McDonald's.
True.
That has nothing to do with me.
I think everybody who decides to have a child needs to take care of it themselves.
What's going on with your kids have nothing to do with me as a parent, as long as I'm taking care of my kid. At the end of the day, is the responsibility of feeding my kids belongs to me and her. The responsibility of feeding her kids belongs to her. If we were in a relationship, that would be different, and it's different for some people because not everybody thinks the same way.
Yeah, even in a relationship.
Yes, that's why I'm choosing to not want to be in a relationship with a person with a few many kids, because that becomes my responsibility. I'm not going to sit at the house, come home. Like, if I was in a relationship with her, I wasn't going to come home with a McDonald's just for my son. Or when I go buy Jordans, I'm only buying Jordans for my son and then buy air boo-boos for her kids. That just it don't work like that with me.
I think she got it twisted though. I think she really got it twisted.
Like,
she was ignorant.
Here's the thing.
The mentality.
Both of them really have life twisted, but she definitely have life twisted. Because
well, you know what? My issue with her is I'm gonna expose you.
Yeah,
I mean, that didn't bring his kid a meal.
Like expose why? Who are you exposing?
That's how delusional this generation has become.
She exposing her ignorance. That's all she exposing.
Like we supposed to do stuff for you because you said it's supposed to be done. Her rationality is that's your child's sibling. What your child got to do with me?
Hey, the world. Unfortunately, the world don't work like that, lady.
Yeah,
the world does not work like that. You may want it to.
Some people, kids got siblings, they don't even know. What do you mean that's my child's siblings? What that got to do with me?
There you go. And therefore, they can't miss them because they don't know them.
You should hold those other kids' father accountable.
Exactly, accountable.
And take care of their responsibility. That's what I'm
saying. Go expose the other guys. Yeah. Go expose the other guys.
This right here brings his kid McDonald's. What
9 times out of 10, she don't have access to do that. That's why she's taking advantage of the one that she do got access to do.
Because the other dirtbag probably ran off.
Yep, and it don't even matter about dude pockets. He could be rich as Jay-Z, rich as Diddy. If he choose to show up at the house,
it's not his obligation. He's not obligated to do that.
Obligated to feed his kid, not hers. You know,
listen,
the reason I say it was irresponsible on him too is to know that you know what type of women you pregnate. That is, these dudes cannot tell me.
You know she's gonna lash out when you get there. That's not the first time he brought a meal there for the kid.
Tell me that these dudes don't know these women. Yeah. So you go out there and get them pregnant. What you expect? She already got 3-4 kids, and you go over there and impregnate her. And you see how she's moving with the baby.
All for a few minutes of pleasure.
Put yourself in that situation. That was irresponsible of you to do that now too. You know, that's why I'm calling him irresponsible on that. But taking care of your kids, there's no problem with the dude taking care of his kids. That's his obligation. His obligation ain't to take care of Ricky and Bobby and Michael kids. That ain't my responsibility.
To be clear, it's a nice to do thing. He don't have to do it though. Doesn't have to do it. It's a nice to do thing.
He's not obligated.
If he does it, it's a bonus.
Somebody else might be like, "Oh, let me just take something real quick."
He's not gonna go to hell for not doing it, guys. So we're out there in interwebs land. He's not gonna go to hell for not doing it. Trust me.
Yeah. You know, on a serious note, if I don't have a good relationship with the mother, I'm not doing it.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. If y'all cool, you probably likely do it.
It depends on how even far out the relationship is, because if I've been stopped dealing with you for years, now I don't care about your kids. I'm coming to drop little
But if y'all got that little dirty attraction still, you gonna do it though, huh?
Little Shawnee's McDonald's and half a fry. I done eat out half the fries before I got there to him, and little Shawnee gonna be mad anyway. So you know
that's half dirtbag. That's half dirtbag behavior right there, though.
Hey man, it happens.
That's half dirtbag. Not all the way because you bring a little something, but half dirtbag.
I ain't gonna eat the burger or the drinks. I'm just gonna eat out half of the fries.
But she was more ignorant, so for exposing him and
food and threw it away.
Tell her to expose herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but she definitely, like you said, like you said, he's irresponsible too, because a lot of guys. They see girls, and because they have a cute face, a nice body, and they see all these things going on with them, they go and get them pregnant.
All for a couple nights of pleasure.
You're gonna live a life of misery with some of these females. You have to be smart about who you impregnate, and that's gonna play a big part in your life. You know
exactly.
You know, at the end of the day. You have to acknowledge the actions that you take in life. And my actions is never, ever, ever to be responsible for somebody I don't want to be responsible for. And ain't nobody gonna guilt trip me into feeling responsible for somebody that I'm not obligated to be responsible for. I don't care what the world says. I don't care what I don't if ASUS can write it down in the pretty black Bible. I don't care.
I don't think he's gonna knock you for that.
It's not my responsibility.
I just don't think he's gonna knock you for that. I do not think he will knock you for that.
She was, imagine she was probably asking you for money before you got her impregnated. Now you done got her impregnated. Now that's double time.
You know?
You know?
Like it's unbelievable to me that people actually agree with some of this stuff.
Now,
You know,
and you know, like I was saying,
Yeah, it's like some people was like, yeah, girl, he should, like, you ignorant as heck with her.
because they're all in the same ignorant boat. They're all in the same ignorant pool swimming. They're all doing the same thing.
They're trying to justify it instead of look at it like, hey, you
or
know,
even talk to me like, I know you, but you know, just something like, let me know you buying something, or because I don't want my, or talk.
Hey, he gave her an option. He said, all right, let's set him out here. Let him come eat in the car or lock him in the room, let him eat. About no, because I should. Your kids is hungry. That's you and your kids.
That's on her. If the other kids are, that's on her, not on him.
And if you was clever, you should probably be good parenting with each other. So you can probably say to me, hey, you do, I'm broke as a joke. Kids are hungry. You know, cause you can guilt trip me into getting stuff, because I'm not gonna let kids starve. But I ain't gonna come over there taking care of Bobo kids, because that ain't my kids. That's not my responsibility.
If you had a good, like you said, if you had a good relationship with the father, you could have been like, can you just get them something to eat real quick, please? You know, and she said, you know, my food stamps don't come.
So I mean, if she could have said, yo, buy some extra for the shorties, and when you come, I'll break you off a little something. You know, for them. If she was responsible, she's not responsible though. She want to get up and tell him being ignorant about she gonna expose him. Expose yourself, lady, because you're ignorant.
And
exactly what you need to do. What you saying, Razor?
No, I was saying most men that I know, you know, if when it comes to kids is involved, they'll probably give her buy some food for the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But
yeah, that's
she probably had something with him, and she probably, and you could see probably she wants him to take care responsible that. Yeah, he shouldn't be taking care of the response. He's not obligated to take care of those kids. And that's what you can.
And we don't even know. And we don't even know if he has other children that he's taking care of. So maybe he has to buy 2 or 3 meals for other children that he has elsewhere.
I'm not even looking at that, because
you don't know.
That's not even an excuse for me, because he don't have to buy it.
No,
that pocket could be full of money. That's not his responsibility.
It's not. It's definitely
he has no responsibility of taking care of another man's kid unless he signed up for that. And obviously he did not, because he ain't doing it.
Didn't look like he signed up for that at all. Didn't look like he signed up for that at all.
He came over there for his kid. You know, he came over there all happy, thinking he doing something great for his kid.
Yeah. And here she goes.
I mean, he has 1 kid, so he's single-minded. He's not thinking.
Now, if he would have grabbed the soda and threw it in her face,
you know,
well, he'd have been wrong. People would have been like, "Oh,
yeah, that's
obviously we don't support violence up here. Obviously,
yeah, we do not support violence. Even if Lola was here saying she does, she really doesn't.
Right.